Well, hello there. I'm Mike. Welcome to my channel, Mikeaholic Games. Today, I've got something real special. It's called the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Why is this special? Well, let me tell you a story. Our snack. Anyway, story. Yes. When I was a wee lad, fresh out of high school, I hadn't done much with YouTube. I thought TV was better. Lord only knew how wrong I was. Came home. I like how all the screens are mirroring this one. We'll go small. Okay. 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 Oh, simplified controls just literally makes any button interact. Okay. Sure, why not? The end is never the end, is never the loading. No, sorry. The end is never the end, is never the end, the never is loading. Whatever. Oh, whoops. No! I missed a cutscene, damn it. Give me my cutscene back.
This is the story
There we
of
go.
a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Barrels.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Unreasonably
And then
tasty
one
barrels.
day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
So yeah, I keep getting
He had
sidetracked
been at his
because I have
desk for
ADHD.
nearly an hour when he realized that not one single
So,
order had
I come
arrived
home
on the
one
monitor
day
for
from
him
work
to follow.
or school, one or
No
the
one
other.
had showed
Might have
up
been
to
in
give him
college at the time.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say
And
hi. Never in
one
all
of my
his
brothers was
years at
watching
the company
Markiplier
had
play
this
the
happen.
original
This complete
2013.
isolation. Something was very clearly
He said,
wrong.
"Oh, he's very funny.
Shocked,
You should watch
frozen
it."
solid, Stanley
watched it,
found
and I
himself
loved it
unable to
because
move for the longest time.
Reasons. We'll
But
get
as
there.
he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
No, that's not what I meant. Oops. Okay, that's better.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Absolutely.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Like warm milk.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
Absolutely
do you think it would have been particularly
nothing.
different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Fair enough.
Now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
He comes back eventually. I can't do that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, my Delux behind me. Okay.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I mean, there's computers and stuff on. So that's trace of something, right?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, your left or my left?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
My eyes aren't good enough to read what's on that board. Employee number 450 looks like he has some responsibilities.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here,
Give me coffee.
drinking it all in.
Oh, okay. Ah. Oh, wait, no, this is like...
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yes.
Really worth it.
Mm-hmm. Very. I love this room. It's so sparse.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left. Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Okay. Okay.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No. I don't wanna.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Is it? Ooh. Oh, there's trucks. I want to go see the trucks.
Look, Stanley,
You need to see the trucks.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I don't think that's how that works.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
$4.25's been playing solitaire. Oh, that's not fair. I want to play solitaire. I forget what that does.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room.
Yes.
What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
It really is.
Thank goodness Stanley had
I love
taken
the
this detour
sparseness.
on his way to the meeting room. Life
Indeed.
without having it, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy.
You killed me.
I'm not.
I can survive
realize
that fall.
Investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Has it?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really?
Yes.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Absolutely.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Why should I? 2B3?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
But I like blue better.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
But I like blue better.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
I like blue.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
But it's so pretty.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
I can't.
What would have made this game better?
I don't
know.
know.
What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Skill trees are always
fun. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Sure.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay,
sure.
I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Yes.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
I won't.
Here,
I'm not a game
based
designer.
on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Ah, hi. Oh, leaderboards? That's, not what I asked for. Good old Neil. Skid? Oh, that... What? You're so full of shit.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Not at all.
Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Not at all.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
How close can I let the baby get to the fire? Oh! Apparently really close. I'm not doing this for 4 hours.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
All right.
What do we have here?
Elden Ring. We're playing Elden Ring.
Yes.
Let's do Elden Ring.
This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
This is an Elden Ring.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it.
I don't think so.
What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Yes, open the door. There's not really civilians to creep on. I think you're full of shit. Propane? What is Hank Hill doing here? Is this Colorado? Is this supposed to be Colorado? Hey, look, another fire tower. That one looks to be more upkept.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
Yes. What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good
Woohoo!
God, quickly, block it off.
No. What?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
There's a gap.
We wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around.
I can
no
fit.
right or wrong directions.
I can
no path
fit.
to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Let me out.
We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find
No,
another game.
Let me out.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Ah.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh, do you? What the fuck is this?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
Oh,
Just a
Rocket League.
nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get
move
lost
faster?
in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Time to slam a
Okay, so what
spleebly.
exactly do we do here? Let's see.
What's a
There are
spleebly?
lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think
hope
it's
not.
sports ball. Oh, what fun.
I don't like
We
sports
shall
ball.
run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay,
What
Stanley,
does that
here's
mean?
the ball. Have fun.
Where's it? Wait. Oh, it's all the way over there. Wait, I'm moving a little faster. I'm moving faster. Hiya! That's a giant fucking ball, man. Whee!
What are you doing?
Following the ball. Oh. Hi.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Sorry? Blah. I just wanted to see if I could follow the ball. I didn't know it would take me here. Oh, wait, whoa. Can I get back to my office? Office 425. 427? That's not my office. I am employee number 425. What?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
Yes.
I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
What the fuck happened to me?
And if he's
man?
learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
Like Thanos. Here's
Very
inevitable.
soon. I can wait.
I wonder if there was more of the Rocket League thing. I'm gonna go for a different ending though.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
What?
Is this Stanley's office?
Yes? Wait. Is it? I thought it was 425. Am I 427?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Absolutely.
What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley?
The emptiness.
Its grace, its subtle charm.
The emptiness.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from cargo lift while it is in motion. It will cause death. Okay, I found that out the hard way. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo. $5,000. I got that money.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Yes.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
That's a lie. It's been about nothing but you.
Someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
No, there's not.
Someone you've forgotten about.
Nope.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
If I've forgotten about them, they
not
forgot
asking
about me
for
first.
I'm asking for her.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Can I still get down? Can I? I can't. Fuck.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
I don't know.
What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
What?
Choice.
Oh.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, it can also be the most dangerous. For example, in
true.
this scenario,
Johnny Dublin
a
does remember her.
hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
The hell does that mean?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8?
Nope.
Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back.
Whoa.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. This is not the way I came in. I can squeeze through. Oh.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine
I won't die if I die right there.
Dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Come on.
That story would make no sense at all. We just need
it
to
happens
get you
all the
home
time.
as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Sure it is. Nothing? Really? Okay.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Let me out! Okay, fine.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
Of course.
To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. Oh, I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
Not at all.
No. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh. But there's stairs to nowhere. Is this a horror game now? What the hell is that? Oh. Hello.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Sorry.
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Not really.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh.
I'm 29 years old.
Story?
I am a man-child. Get it right.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, that door was rude.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Right.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Everything's broken. It's all broken. Broom closet. Wait. But I want.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What? Disappointing.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out.
Nightshark 115.
Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Nightshark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Nightshark 115. I don't know, it's worth a shot.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, is that Stanley?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
I do.
Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
I didn't mean to break his heart, man. I guess I am 427. Anyway, I'm going to leave that one there. I have things I have to go do. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. It really helps the channel. And I want to thank you all so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.